Um, Welcome back to another video, where today this might be starting a new series, and it's gonna be my favorite Pokemon. Before we go any further, though, I chose my favorite Pokemon using dragonflycave.com. It's up here on screen. Really easy, great, free. You just choose your favorite Pokemon. There's a pass, there's an undo, and it's really easy. So just everything you need right there, and that's how I got these results. And I immediately die. Cool. But anyway, first one is number 10, VILEPLUME. Now, I'm not exactly sure why I like VILEPLUME. I think it's just because I used it on one of my first playthroughs ever, which you'll be seeing a lot here. And that's like the thing about favorite Pokemon, in my opinion. It's just like things that you have attachment to. Not things that you think are necessarily cool, but things that you've just used before. And number 9 is HAXOURUS. Just an overall amazing Pokemon. Again, used it on one of my first playthroughs. So, it's close to my heart. Number 8 is GRIMSNARL. Now, this is from my home region of Galar. The first games I ever played were the Galar games, Sword and Shield. So, I needed to talk about the baby of the region, other than the starters, GRIMSNARL. It's really cool in my opinion, and it's one of those fairy types that isn't for little girls, which I just adore. Number 7, Rillaboom. Now, this might be some foreshadowing for what my higher-ups is, but this was my first starter. So, because of that reason, I've always had an affliction. Sorry about that. There was an ad. Anyway, I've always had an affliction towards the grass-type starters for no reason whatsoever. I just like them. So, obviously, I chose Grooky, my first playthrough, and he evolved into a big, strong Rillaboom. Number 6 is Copperajah. I don't know why. I didn't even use it on my first playthrough, but I just find it so cool. Maybe it's because what it's based off of, and maybe it's because it has a J in it, and not many Pokemon do, and I have a J in my name. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's stupid and shallow, but I hope it's something more, like the fact that it's just such a cool Pokemon. And obviously, Corviknight. I mean, it's the first pure flying bird. So how can you not like it? It's awesome, and I love it. Number 4 is Arcanine. Now, I didn't use this on my first playthrough, but I do think it's so cool. If anyone asked me what my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon was, I would probably have to say either Ninetales or Arcanine. They're just so cool. And number 3 was foreshadowed. It's Grooky. My baby starter, my first ever. Amazing. I love monkeys. I have a plush. It's right behind me. It's in my hand right now. You can't see it, but it's here, and I love him. And by the way, no, I don't play drums. So, I actually play soccer. I don't know. Like, I knew about the starters. I play soccer, right? Not professionally or anything, but I do play soccer. So, and I knew about, like, what the starters were all about before I even got Sword, the first game I played. So, I don't know why exactly I decided on Grookey. Again, maybe it's just I like grass types. 2 is Oddish, again with the grass types. And this is specifically because of one of my first experiences with Pokemon that I remember. I remember my first, and that's for another video, but one of my first is my friend was playing, I think it was like X and Y, I don't know which one, on his DS, and he caught Oddish. He was just like in post game doing whatever, and he caught Oddish. And he said to me, "What should I name it?" And I was like, "It looks like a blueberry. You should name it Blueberry." He was like my best friend at this daycare I went to for the longest time, and he like ignited my love for Pokemon. So if you don't like my Pokemon content, blame him. And if you like my Pokemon content, thank him. That's why I love Oddish, and I name all of my Oddishes Blueberry, because of the original Blueberry, which he probably boxed and never looked at again. And number 1 is Pancham. I'm not quite sure why. It's most likely because, again, I used it in my first playthrough, but I liked it before that. And I think I liked it because even though it was, like, small, it could still know, like, low sweep and all like, good fighting moves. So not only was it a first evolution, and it evolved into a Pokemon I also really like, Pangoro, but it can hold its own in a fight. So it's, in my opinion, great. So those are my top 10 favorite Pokemon, specifically of 2020. Now again, I might be making this a series where I do this every year, just like the video to make sure that happens. And maybe they'll be different next year. That's it for now. Make sure to like the video for my grandma's cookies, subscribe to me and anyone else you want to, and have a fantabulistic day!